Hey everybody, it's David Dyer, and welcome to Idioms episode 37. I'm your host, and Idioms is my mini-cast, 5 minutes at the most, about the same time it takes for your Windows computer to boot back up. Damn it! And as the name implies, I talk about idioms, those phrases we say in everyday conversation that seem completely out of place, yet you know exactly what they mean by the way they're being used. Good! So let's go. This is Idioms episode 37, and the idiom we're going to cover today is head over heels. You've heard it! So I'd always been a big Ashley Judd fan, ever since Cuffs with Christian Slater, and I'm an extra on Tooth Fairy with her and The Rock. So I'm standing at the craft services table one morning, and she walks over and says, "Hey, could you pass me the non-dairy creamer?" Well, I was so taken aback by her beauty, I passed her the ketchup instead, and she says, "Idiot!" Walks away. I'll tell you what, from that point on, head over heels, baby. Literal meaning, to be standing with your head directly over your heels, like you always do. No big deal. Contextual meaning, to be excited, possibly even to the point where you're doing somersaults and cartwheels to demonstrate your joy. So let's explore the origin. Well, as I'm sure you can guess, this phrase is most commonly used when talking about the L word, love. To be head over heels in love means to be madly devoted to someone. And we're going to go through some of the possible origins, but first we need to clear something up. It's wrong. The idiom is wrong. Well, not wrong, but incorrect. Juxtaposed. It makes no sense. To say someone is head over heels means that they're so taken by somebody or something that they've become discombobulated and start doing cartwheels and somersaults. But when you do a cartwheel, you're heels over head, aren't you? Head over heels is how we are under normal circumstances. Boy, look how excited that guy is. He's standing straight up. And in fact, the original phrase was heels over head, but people changed it around, and we're going to talk about the possible reason why. We'll start off with worldwidewords.org, who says the original wording of the phrase appears in the 14th century as heels over head, which again meant someone was doing something sort of gymnastic-like out of excitement, probably a cartwheel. But phrases.org.uk says the first evidence of the phrase in its current form came from Herbert Lawrence's Contemplative Man from 1771, where he wrote, "He gave him such a violent involuntary kick in the face as it drove him head over heels." Well, that doesn't sound like love at all. Nope, the first use of it to describe love comes from an Indiana newspaper called the Lebanon Patriot from June 1833 that read, "About 10 years ago, Lotta fell head over heels in love with a young Philadelphian of excellent family." Now let's get back to the switching around of the words. After it became popular as head over heels, a couple of OGs like British historian Thomas Carlyle tried to bring it back to its original heels over head. But he might as well have been trying to bring back the AMC Gremlin or Schlitz. People just didn't like it. The saying falls into a category of phrases that we use that simply don't make sense, but yet we still use them anyway. Phrases like upside down, topsy-turvy, and ass over tea kettle. Who puts a tea kettle near their ass? And here's where the theory comes into play. The reason we say these phrases the way we do is simple. They sound better. There's a rhythm to them. They roll off the tongue. And that's what many scholars think happened with this one. Head over heels is just easier to say. We gave this one the old Tijuana flim-flam and figured, the hell with it. People will know what we mean. And they did. That's exactly what happened. We've been saying this one wrong for centuries, but we just don't care. Just like I don't care that my buddy Keith says every last name incorrectly. You see, Keith is a huge Steinfeld fan. He's seen every episode multiple times. And of course he sounds like a moron when he says it, but I know what he means and I don't care. He's a dear friend and I'm ass over tea kettle for him. So that's it. Episode 37 of Idioms is complete, and my old girlfriend was a gymnast, so she was heels over head most Friday nights. You know what I'm talking about when I say that? Whoa! I'm your host, David Dyer. Thanks for listening. Check back for new episodes every Tuesday and Friday, but until then, I'll catch you on the flip side.